Welcome to the award simulation study. In this study, we'll be comparing the placement of wired monitoring systems with a new advanced wireless technology. As you know, for full vital signs monitoring immediately after delivery, we need to place one sensor for oxygen saturation, 3 sensors for ECG or cardiac monitoring, and 1 for body temperature. With the wireless system, these will be replaced by only 2 sensors to provide the same signals. NARC is a wireless skin sensor that was developed to capture all those vital signs signals for neonatal monitoring immediately after birth and in the neonatal intensive care unit. The sensor can capture body temperature, ECG, and oxygen saturation. When assessing different ways to monitor babies immediately after birth, there are many aspects that need to be studied. One, if the system is too complex to be placed. Therefore, the award study, simulation study, has been developed to assess hands movement complexity during the placement of the current system as compared to this new wireless system.
We developed NRM for the awarded study to monitor and analyze hand movements in healthcare professionals while they do neonatal resuscitation. These are the IMUs, which are tiny electromechanical devices consisting of mechanical components such as accelerometers and gyroscopes that measure linear acceleration and rotational velocity. And they also measure magnetic field. And the combination of these, we can measure changes in body motion as well as orientation. So we have to place them inside the sleeves that go on the wrist so that it doesn't interfere with the actual task that the healthcare professional is doing. On top of that, with the cameras, we are tracking the hand position in the 3D space. So we know we can generate heat maps of where the hands were while tasks were done.
The simulation study is composed of 4 parts. First, you'll be watching a video explaining the study and showing to you how to do the simulation. After that, you'll be allowed to practice for 5 minutes the simulation steps. Following that, you'll be asked to do the simulation running through all the steps 3 times, 10 minutes each, for a total of 30 minutes. At the very end, you'll be asked to fulfill an online survey about your experience. The respiratory therapist is placed on the right side of the baby. The nurse is placed on the left side of the baby. The doctor is placed at the head of the table. After delivery, the baby is placed on the resuscitation table. The nurse will dry the baby as a standard of care, and the respiratory therapist provide a catheter for the doctor to do upper airway suction and initiate bag and mask ventilation. The nurse places the probe for temperature in the axilla and 2 sensors on the chest and 1 in the abdomen for ECG monitoring. The respiratory therapist places the oxygen saturation probe on the right hand of the baby. The physician will not participate on the placement of the wired sensors. For the wireless system, the same procedure will take place. After the baby is put into the table, the nurse will dry the baby as a standard of care, and the respiratory therapist provide a catheter for the doctor to do upper airway suction and initiate bag and mask ventilation. The nurse places the NARC sensor on the chest as showed in the video, and the respiratory therapist places the sensor for oxygen saturation, the Omni wireless, on the right hand. the doctor does not participate on the placement of any wireless sensor. The hope is that at the end of this series of studies, the wireless sensors can be used to monitor vital signs of babies immediately after delivery or in the NICU. This will allow a much better interaction between the babies and the parents in a much friendlier way.